I work at the European Roma Rights Centre, and there are a lot of areas where we're concerned about the rights of Romani women being violated, but a particular concern is around reproductive rights. What we've been talking about today has been the issue of Romani survivors of forced sterilization. And we know particularly in Czechoslovakia under communism that there was appears to have been a wide practice of forced sterilization. And we also see it in Hungary as well and in other countries. So this goes back quite a few decades. The most recent case that we've taken to court, we've worked with a woman who was forcibly sterilized in Hungary in 2008. So there are fairly recent cases as well. There is, I think, a perception that this is something historical now, and we're just looking at something in the past that doesn't happen anymore. I'm not entirely convinced that that's the case. I don't think we're seeing what we used to see. For example, a woman having a pregnancy-related medical emergency and then being forcibly sterilized in the middle of this emergency. I haven't heard of a case like that in a while, but I think we're still seeing pretty widespread violations of the reproductive rights of Romani women. Colleagues of mine who work with Romani women describe really troubling situations about when Romani women seek reproductive health care. For example, women who are undergoing hysterectomies in circumstances where it doesn't seem that they're really properly informed about what's going on and that it may not be medically necessary. We also see really awful conditions that Romani women face in maternity wards, where there's pretty severe discrimination to the point including racial abuse and often violent abuse. We have a report on our website published recently about the situation in Western Ukraine, research that we did in some hospitals. We have a complaint pending before the European Committee of Social Rights against Bulgaria about these very issues. The situation is different now, but I wouldn't say that it's over. There are a lot of abuses of Romani women who are accessing reproductive health care. And the main issue that we've been dealing with is compensation. There's widespread recognition that these forced sterilizations happened, but there has not been widespread compensation for the victims. Indeed, victims in the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary who have tried to take their cases to court have generally had very serious problems getting compensation. We're working with Romani women survivors of forced sterilization to take their cases to court, including to the European Court of Human Rights and to UN bodies, UN treaty bodies that can make decisions, such as the Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. We think that this struggle has to go through courtrooms and adjudicatory bodies that can give justice to Romani women.